Hi, I'm Hazel. It's Saturday today, which makes it time to sit down and catch up on the WoW news of the week, what I have been up to, and answer some of your questions. This week was another one of those light news weeks, so we're going to do a quick one today. In our latest updates for what's on the way in 10.07, you will now have the ability, as a person who is posting a public work order, to not supply all of the stuff. In 10.07, customers no longer need to provide all of the materials to place a public work order, just the soulbound ones. So you will still need your sparks, you will still need your primal chaos, but the actual like cloth and ore and rocks and stuff you can either provide or leave up to the crafter to provide if you wish. This may mean that there are more public work orders available for crafters to fill because some of them are going to be straight up unprofitable. Like you'll make them at a total loss and it'll be up to the crafters to decide, do they want to do it for a first time craft or for like a skill point or just to feel like they've got some meaning in their lives or for the weekly quest, or maybe they don't want to do it because they want to keep their gold. That'll be a conversation for crafters to have with themselves. There is still no minimum quality available for public work orders, so I don't know that this is actually going to change the landscape of things that much. I don't see people using public work orders that much more than they already do, but they will have the option to not bring all of the stuff. If I was going to have one wish list item for what I would add to like crafting in general and Dragonflight to kind of make it more gooder, I would love eventually to see more transparency in what the crafter is working with. So if you could inspect not only somebody's profession, because currently you can inspect the profession, you can see what kind of recipes they have learned, but you can't see their knowledge points, you can't see their percentage chances. I would love if you could inspect a crafter's profession to see the same window that they see, see how much chance they have to inspire and how many knowledge points they have put in a certain place. We can already inspect people's talents and transmog and stuff. I don't think that would be very invasive, and it would help bring more transparency so that somebody placing a work order knows more about what their chances are of getting it made the way that they want it to be. And then maybe it'll help the person crafting it not have to explain quite so much if they could just be like, here, look, this is what the deal is, Moving along, this upcoming week features the first day of a new month, which means that we have new trading post goodies to look forward to on Wednesday. There's been a variety of things data mined, but I'm kind of waiting to see what's on the post when it actually comes out. Looking forward to that. It also means this is your last chance to buy any of the February stuff if you were on the fence about buying it. Choose what you want to buy, choose what you want to freeze, and choose what you want to let go of for the time being, because the February stuff is about to rotate out. In my life this week, in WoW, I got my last 20 time for the season. I have now got a portal for all of the Mythic Plus dungeons featured in the first season of Dragonflight, and I had a wonderful time doing dungeons in the first season of Dragonflight. It was so much fun. This is what my final score and item level looks like after it all, and I must say, I really enjoy kind of the state of affixes now overall relative to what we had in Shadowlands. A lot of things like Necrotic being gone, bolstering falling off eventually, have made keys less frustrating and made me feel like I had more agency in my own success. And then for questions from this week, Derek wants to know, related, if you could choose any 2 Mythic Plus dungeons for next season's pool, what would you want any X back? So the first one that I came up with was the Warlords of Draenor version of Auchindoun, with the caveat that I would maybe want the RP trimmed down a little bit. I remember there being several speeches in that dungeon, but I also remember the trash being interesting and having like cool counterplay to stop it from ruining your life. The bosses all had their own pretty clear theme and would be challenging in their own ways, and I just love the soundtrack from there, so I'm kind of biased. And then the second one that I picked was actually from Cataclysm, which I think is a little bit of a long shot. I don't know if they would adapt dungeons as old as Catad to the Mythic Plus pool, but if they did, I would want them to start with Stonecore. Mostly because I think it would be fun to have to jump in order to avoid the AoE damage from the giant stomps and the trash. The bosses in here were awesome. It would be a second chance for a lot of people to farm the mount out of there in their day-to-day life. You've got like slab hide and some pillars to hide behind. You've got reflecting a spell off of Osrook to try not to die. It's good stuff in there. And then Hero from Hyrule asks, in the spirit of looking far ahead, any idea what achievements are currently in-game that might be part of this expansion's equivalent of Back from the Beyond meta achievement from Shadowlands? Obviously we don't know for sure, but people could probably make some progress now. So if they added another achievement like that, because there's no guarantee that they will do one for every expansion. I kind of hope they do. I really enjoyed that. But if they did, the stuff that's out right now that I would guess would be involved, dragon racing comes to mind. We have lots of dragon racing achievements in the journal already. I don't know if they would go as far to ask for like gold from all the reverse races. Maybe they would. Maybe they would just want you to complete them all. Maybe they would just want like a gold in all of them, or like, I don't know. I just finished advanced silver in all the races, and I guess I'm just kind of hoping that that's all that I ever need to do in my life, but we'll see. Outside of dragon racing, I would say the different activities that are involved in the covenants, the factions, seem like a pretty good bet. So things like fully upgrading your Tuskar fishing equipment would be a good one. Of getting that achievement for finding all 20 of the Dragonscale expedition banners. Finishing the renowns in general would be most likely required. I don't know, there must be some kind of achievement involved with doing enough of the hunts, that kind of thing. The Shadowlands version was very much about like outdoor zone achievements and like single player outdoor stuff. So I think the Covenants are a good place to look to get started with that. And that's been the week. Stay warm out there if you are living in a place that is chilly. And otherwise, I just hope you have a good weekend. If you have any questions for me, please pop them in the comments and include the word question to help me find it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.